All right, Shalom. Kol Lo Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do teach and roll well and tell us his 100% truth. Peace, love, and salutations unto the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect. You Akim out there pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Unto those of you who be likened unto the speckled bird scattered to the four corners, speaking in different tongues, unto you we say Shalom. All right. This lesson is going to be inspired by the recent events, all right, that have taken place with Kanye West and Kyrie Irving. All right. And I want to start here in Joel 24, and we'll kind of go into it. All right. Just to show you, matter of fact, there's another one. Okay. What does it say? Their poison is as the death adder. Yep, Psalms 58. Let's grab this first. Psalms 58. It's not the one that I want, but let's just... Okay. Psalms 58:3. The wicked are strength from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. Break their teeth, O Yahweh, in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Lord. Let them melt away as waters which run continually. When he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows, let them be as cut in pieces. As a snail which melteth, let every one of them pass away, like the untimely birth of a woman, that they may not see the sun. Before your pots can fill with thorns, he shall take them away as with a whirlwind, both living and in his wrath. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked, so that a man shall say, verily, there is a reward for the righteous. Verily, he is a power that judgeth in the earth. Okay. Now, what has been taking place is that Kanye has begun exposing these rats. Okay. You have the recent Revolt interview. Okay. And now you have the recent images, all right, of his trainer. Okay. Now, we'll get to who this, guy is, but it shows you, okay, it shows you the extent to which these devils, will go. All right. So this is a text message. It's from Harley, the trainer, and we'll get to him further. It reads, I'm going to help you one of a couple of ways. First, you and I sit down, have an loving and open conversation, but don't use curse words. And everything that is discussed is based in fact and not some crazy stuff that dumb friend of yours told you or you saw in a tweet. Speaking of Kyrie. Okay. So you see how the narrative is already in a controlling manner. We won't use rude speech. We're going to have a loving and open conversation. And, when the serpent says that, there's some more nefarious, means behind it. Second option, I have you institutionalized again. Okay. Where they medicate the crap out of you and you go back to zombie land forever. Play date with the kids just won't be the same. All right. Now, if you remember, okay, it's actually here. Let me go ahead and grab it. Let me see. Hold on. Here. So many of Harley Paternek's clients list end up diagnosed with mental health issues. All right. So Amanda Bynes was one of his clients. All right. You have Kesha, one of his clients. You have the female, Elliot Page, which you can see, that's what she was in the middle, all right, became this, okay? And that's, he's the trainer, all right? You have all of these individuals, Usher, Kamora Lee Simmons, Common, Miley Cyrus, all these people, you see? So it goes to show that he's a handler, okay? Let me see, there was another one here. Okay, here we go. So this was back in 2016. Remember when, they put him in the crazy house? Well, this was why, okay? It's something known as the 5150, 51... Okay. 5150 is the number of the section of the Welfare and Institutions Code, which allows a person with a mental challenge to be involuntarily detained for a 72-hour psychiatric hospitalization. A person on a 5150 can be held in a psychiatric hospital against their will for up to 72 hours. You see, so it shows how devious these devils are, man. All right. But as you see here, back in 2016, the second paragraph, according to law enforcement sources, cops responded to a call for a welfare check on Kanye around 1:20 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. He was at his trainer Harley Pasternik's home at the time and was acting erratically. Okay, to further go into it, this guy, all right, he where's it at? He used to be in the military and specialized in drug research. I'm not going to play it because I don't want them to flag it. Okay. But let me see if I can actually pull it up. Harley Pasternak, U of T. Let's see here. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? I can't find it. Okay. But that's all right. The point being in this interview and in other, things that are coming out about him, it's proving that in the military that he worked for this particular defense department in Canada. He had access to all of these different drugs, and he goes into one that basically they could give a military individual a particular drug to keep them up for more than 2 days without causing any side effects, which it may not cause an immediate side effect, but long term, man, doing that kind of stuff will cause issues, and there's some more information here. Let me see if I can find it. You got Black Mirror, okay, which, our elders and apostles have gone into many times. All right. Let me see. There was something else in here. Here we go. In 2022, Harley threatened his then client Kanye West with involuntary commitment should he refuse to have a talk with him. All right. So people are already, changing the Wikipedia sources to reflect this information. All right. There's one more, man. Here we go. Dave Chappelle and how he left because they tried to drug him and make him think he's insane. This seems highly similar. Okay. So this is a video. I wasn't going to play it, but I wanted to grab the article. All right. Dave Chappelle told Oprah Winfrey Winfrey, he was stressed out and not crazy or on drugs when he abruptly left his hit Comedy Central show last spring during production. And you all remember that back in the day. Okay, so man, it just goes to show the depths of this devil, man. And how far he will go. You know, there was a few more in there, like if you go into his full client list. All right. Let me see. Which ultimately what's going to happen is there's going to be one of two things. They're either going to get this guy out of here and replace him with somebody else, or something is going to happen where he remains, in the top. All right. And as you see here, you got, all these celebrities that he services, right? Because he still has access to all of those drugs, all of these different things, and it would make sense why Kanye started acting erratically, because if you spiked his drink before he came there, or if he's in your home, all right, it would be easy to spike his drink, or to drug him without knowing, and as you see, all of the top celebrities, that you could think of, all right, they are, trained by this guy, which is one, how do you even find the time to train all these people? This is like every damn celebrity you could think of. You see? So it goes to show, it's all, man, these people are all controlled. Jimmy Fallon, and everybody, man. It just goes on and on. You see? This is just nothing but a handler, keeping these people in order, controlling them. Yeah, everybody, man. Rick Fox, everybody. Eve, yeah, of course. That's the ultimate relationship. It just keeps going, man. It just keeps going. LL just keeps going. Gwen Stefani, you see? These are all the main top people, I mean, the only ones you're missing is, Beyonce, Jay-Z, a few of the others, because they're above requiring this, you see? They're so deep in it that there's no need for a handler to no longer influence or have to step in, right? But these particular individuals haven't reached that level yet within the wicked system. You see, so this is Job 24, okay? Because when you get down to verse 13, all right, and I'm going to read all of this, but Job 24 and 13, they are of those that rebel against the light. They know not the ways thereof, nor abide in the paths thereof. All right. And who are they? Well, we're going to get into it, So we're going to start at verse 1. All right. Because, starting at 13 and down to like 17 is really the point, but we have to grab these other ones and show how Esau does, the wicked, the devil that the Bible speaks of, especially those small hats, man. All right. Those small hats are disgusting. Okay. Job 24 and 1, why, seeing times are not hidden from the Almighty, do they that know him not see his days? Some remove the landmarks. They violently take away flocks and feed thereof. They drive away the ass of the fatherless. They take the widow's ox for a pledge. They turn the needy out of the way. The poor of the earth hide themselves together. All right. Now, this is twofold, because this is these are actions that Esau does, but these are also actions that Jake do as well. In retro, when you think of it, all right. But really, Esau, this ties in with Esau. Behold, as wild asses in the desert, go they forth to their work, rising betimes for a prey. The wilderness yieldeth food for them and for their children. They reap everyone his corn in the field, and they gather the vintage of the wicked. They cause the naked to lodge without clothing, that they have no covering in the cold, right? Just like scripture says, none calleth for justice, when it's talking about the people, the Israelites, so you have the 2/3 wicked of our people, that also take these actions, in smaller measures, contributing to the system, but in a grand scheme of it, this is this is Esau in a nutshell. You know, they are wet with the showers of the mountains and embrace the rock for want of a shelter. They pluck the fatherless from the breast and take a pledge of the poor. They cause him to go naked without clothing, and they take away the sheaf from the hungry, which make oil within their walls and tread their wine presses and suffer thirst. Men groan from out of the city, and the soul of the wounded crieth out, yet the Most High layeth not folly to them. Verse 13, this is the point that I wanted to grab. All right, when you think of, all these different things and, the information that's being brought out, all right, having your trainer tell you, I'm going to have you institutionalized, and this time you're going to go back forever. We're not going to let you out. All right. Job 24:13. They are of those that rebel against the light. They know not the ways thereof, nor abide in the paths thereof. The murderer rising with the light killeth the poor and needy, and in the night is as a thief. The eye also of the adulterer waiteth for the twilight, saying, no eye shall see me, and disguises his face. In the dark they dig through houses which they had marked for themselves in the daytime. They know not the light. And verse 17 being the point that I wanted to grab. For the morning is to them even as the shadow of death. And this is related to Kanye and Kyrie. If one know them, they are in the terrors of the shadow of death. You see? So you're in that terror, man. All right. This is why. Okay. This is a consequence of having joined to their system. This is a consequence of having signed those agreements and wanting to, follow your path, as a celebrity, and you believe in, because the demons have you, in that vibration. They have you deceived just like they have Esau deceived, that it was your destiny to create music. It was your destiny to do this. It was your, to do blah, blah, blah. You see, which in a grand scale of things, it was, right? This was your purpose to serve here in Babylon, So, hey, man, as we just read, man, verse 17, for the morning is to them even as the shadow of death. If one know them, they are in the terrors of the shadow of death. You see? And then let's go to Kyrie, man. All right. Now, this guy, he's not, he's not all the way there, but to my tribe, be still and know I am all the sacred names of God. Don't just read this, affirm it right now. Say it through your heart. I am all the sacred names of God. Your turn. I am blah, 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 and all other names, one soul. You see, so he's not all the way there. Okay. But, as we can see, Nike has announced that it's suspending its relationship with Kyrie Irving effective immediately, and will not launch the new Kyrie 8. There was another one from the small hat. Let me see. ADL Green. Yeah, this rat right here, man. You could just smell the pride. All right. Here we go. Let's see. All right. The film Hebrews to Negroes has been in the news recently, due in part to comments from NBA star Kyrie Irving. Our experts explain why the film raises alarm bells, from its promotion of Holocaust denial to amplifying anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. You see? And then, of course, the people going on and on about it. All right. At the time when anti-Semitism is so pervasive in our society, it's important to understand how anti-Semitic conspiracy theories manifest so that we may forcefully condemn them. All right. This devil's about to come down, man, very hard. OK, this is an old picture. All right. The Moorish temple, Zionist temple of the Moorish Jews. OK, even when you go into, all right, which, it goes to show they're all full of shit, man. Pardon the rude speech. All right. Jewish definition. Oh, no. Anti-Semitic definition. Where's it at? It's in one of these definitions, man. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Webster's. All right. In order to be Semitic, this is relating to or constituting a subfamily of the Afro-Asiatic language family that includes Hebrew, Aramaic, Arabic, and Amharic, which I've never heard of this one before. Okay. Of relating to or characteristic of the Semites, all right, which really it's Shemitic. Okay. But nonetheless, you can see, all right, that even by their own definitions, they're cut. All right, which there's way more than that. And then let me go up. The unthinkable is happening right now. Anti-Semitic incidents in America reached an all-time high in 2021, and 2022 isn't faring better. You can help. Join us at Never Is Now, America's largest summit on anti-Semitism and hate, and learn how to fight back. All right, which nobody cares about these rats. Okay. And then, of course, you have these peons, okay, who are all about the establishment. And I mean, you could just tell he has the damn Ukrainian flag in his handle. This is weapons grade insanity that will endanger Jews at a time when anti-Semitism is already on the rise. It is all the more offensive coming from a player in New York City, which has more Jewish residents than any city in the world, next to Tel Aviv. Okay? And then, of course, they have an opinion piece, all right, on how his apology doesn't matter. He has to go, all right? And that's what this guy wants to do, man. All right, he wants to kill you off, okay? He wants you, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans to be utterly wasted, man, all right? What they say back in Genesis. All right, this is Genesis 27:41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. You see, and he's exemplifying and showing the hate, the wicked, the manner in which he will institutionalize you and send you to zombie land forever. All right. And the thing is, okay, these things are going to worsen. All right. Because as prophecy continues to increase, all right, it's going to come to a point where being a Israelite is against the law. Okay. Speaking about the Bible. All right. As prophesied in scriptures. All right. The famine of the word. All right. Will be illegal. You will be thrown into a camp. You will be deemed psychotic. You will be deemed a domestic terrorist. You will be deemed all these things. Okay, so this is just an example of the methods that they go to. All right. This is just an example of how much worse it's about to get. Okay. Because remember, the pride of Esau. All right. his spirit not being upright within him. All right, there's a very what do they call it? A fringe minority, all right, of Edomite looking people that believe that so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are in fact the true people. Okay, all the rest of them, you know, they're with the establishment in that regard. You see, they might not like the Democrats, they might not like the Republicans, they might not actually like the damn Jewish, the small hats. But when it comes to the establishment narrative of those people, they're with them, you know. And of course, you have, certain people that are coming out and exposing this guy, the trainer, and, putting videos about them, and, but it doesn't matter, man. Okay. Because those small hats, they control all of it. You see? So, yeah, man, they'll send you back to zombie land forever, and soon they're just going to kill you, because remember, just like the prison system, it's not to his benefit that you die. He creates a system where you make him rich. He tosses you in prison, where a rightful judgment according to the law and according to scriptures for, certain things, is being put to death, you see. But now we're getting to the point, okay, where he no longer has need of you because he wants to kill millions and millions of you. All right. So now it's at the point where, hey, perfect. I don't need you anymore. You've already made me as rich as I need to be at this point. You've served your purpose. I have everything at my disposal to implement the New World Order and have these people microchipped. You see? So now it's at the point we don't have to really send you back to zombie land forever, but we're just doing this as a privilege for you. For all the money that you have made us, for all these different things. Because in reality, we about to start killing all you niggas, and that's just the reality of it, man. All right. In Revelation, he's about to come down with great wrath because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. All right. And that's where we're at. This devil's about to come down with great wrath, man. All right. And it's going to happen. It's about to happen like at any minute now, especially with the way these events have been taking place. So Lord's will, you was edified. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash. Double honors to our elders and apostles, great millstone, who do teach and well, tell us it's 100% truth. Peace, love, and salutations unto the Lord's elect, unto the hopeful elect. You came out there pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Unto those of you who be likened unto the speckled bird, scattered to the four corners, speaking in different tongues, unto you we say,